Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new Tech Reviews and Gadgets episode where today we're reviewing a smart 360-degree indoor security camera. And you guys are currently watching CrewElite. In today's episode, we're reviewing an indoor security camera from the company Netvue. And this is actually the OrbCam Mini. This is a 1080p security camera, has two-way audio, motion detection, human detection, night vision, supports cloud storage, if you want to, save all your videos on a cloud service. Or if you want to use a TF or an SD card, you can do so with this security camera. And this security camera also supports Amazon Alexa. So if you want to use Alexa with this camera, you have that possibility as well. But before we actually get started with this Tech Reviews and Gadgets episode, make sure you guys go down below and hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications on to get updates and alerts when we do upload. Have any questions or concerns, leave a comment, enjoy the video, leave a like, and also share this video out to anybody who may be interested in an indoor home security camera. And then also, if you guys actually want to check out this exact product or get more details about it, that kind of stuff will be down below in the description for those who are interested, alongside with the link to make a purchase if you're interested in buying the security camera. But right now, what we're going to do is actually move over to the first look and unboxing portion of this video. The packaging of this security camera is fairly simple, but there is a few specifications and details on the side of the box which we are going to take a closer look at with a secondary camera angle. So on the front of the box, it just says Netvue OrbCam Mini, and this is a visual representation of this home security camera. And you guys can see there is a few specifications and details on this side of the box, which I kind of already explained to you guys with all the different parameters. What we're going to do now is actually proceed with unboxing this box. So I'm going to pull up the flap and pull back. And basically, I'm going to pull out the security camera. So this is basically everything that's included with the packaging. So obviously right here, we have the security camera itself. And then we also have, like a manual guide or quick guide. So obviously this will give you guys all the details on how to set up this product, how to get it up and running, all the different parameters and features that this camera has. And then we also have like a thank you product service card. So if you wanted to, you can get warranty with this camera. We get included with a USB Type A to micro USB cable. And you guys can see this cable is very long. Look at that. So you can easily, have this camera from a distance away from the power source. We also get a charging brick to plug in with that cable. So this is what we need to use to actually supply power to this security camera. We also get included some screws and brackets that we can use to actually install this camera onto the side of our house, our ceiling, our wall, or wherever we decide to actually set up this camera. We also got some, I think this is actually like a stencil. So this can actually give you guys an outline or an idea of where you need to actually lay the screws. And then we also got our plates. So this is actually what we need to use to attach onto the camera before we actually screw it in. And it's kind of like a bracket for the camera itself. But now let's actually take a look at the camera itself now. And you guys can see this is how the camera looks like. And you guys can see we have an antenna on the side. And this antenna is rotatable. So you can rotate it around depending on how you actually mount this camera up. And you can also put it upright. So it can be upright like this. But yeah, it's nice to see that included antenna because that means that your signal is going to be very strong and stable with this camera. Right here we have our micro USB port to plug in to actually give power to the camera. On the bottom we have our plate, which we can use to actually, use screws and brackets to actually attach this onto our wall, the side of our house, ceiling, or wherever you want to set up this camera. We also have our threaded base, so if you wanted to, you could actually attach this onto like a stand or a tripod if you don't want to, use screws and brackets. So it's nice to see that they implemented that threaded base. We also have a speaker on this side right here. You guys can see this is a speaker. So this will allow you to actually listen to whatever the camera's capturing. We have our micro SD slot right here on the top. And we also have that reset button right here. So if you needed to reset the camera, all you got to do is use, I'm pretty sure that little tool that's inside this bag right here, you can utilize that tool to actually click on the reset button on this camera. And then let's take a look at the lens itself. So what I'm going to do is actually rotate our antenna off to the side. This is how the lens of the camera looks like. And you guys can see, I'm pretty sure that might be an infrared sensor or motion detection sensor right there. I'm pretty sure that's our microphone right here. And I'm pretty sure since this has night vision, when we turn on the night vision, we'll see all the infrared lights light up once the lights are completely off. So when we do the demo, you guys will see the infrared lights. But yeah, like I said, it's easily, you can rotate it 360 degrees and you can do pan and tilt. So I can rotate it, but obviously don't mess with it if, mechanically, use the application so you can rotate it automatically. But yeah, that's basically it with the unboxing. So what I'm gonna do right now is actually move over to the testing and demonstration portion of this video. The first thing that we need to do is actually supply power to this security camera. So what I'm gonna do is actually untie our USB-A to micro USB cable. And once you untie the cable, what you need to do is take the charging brick and plug it into the brick. And now what I'm gonna do is actually plug this into our power supply. So I'm just gonna plug it in. And now you take the other end of the charging cable and plug it into the security camera. So I'm just gonna plug it in right here. You guys can see the infrared lights are on. And most security cameras, once you plug it in, it basically gives you like your audio notification and it starts moving around. So let's see what this camera does. But I can see there's actually 6 infrared LED lights. If I didn't, oh, you guys can hear it's making some noises now. So I think we should be good to proceed. It didn't make any more audio notifications. It didn't start moving around. So I think what I'm going to basically do is just move over to my phone and connect this camera to the application. So what we need to do is actually open up the Netvue application, which I mentioned you can get on App Store or on Google Play, depending on your device. And it looks like they have some new UI stuff on the application. So we're going to click on Get Started. And if it's your first time setting up an account with them, obviously it's going to ask you to log in or sign up. So in my case, I need to sign up. So once you sign up or log into your account, it's going to take you to the home page of the application. All we need to do now is click on Add Device to start using. We'll click on the plus sign. And in our case, we have an indoor camera, and this is the Orb Mini. So we're going to click on Orb Mini, and we're going to scan the QR code that's on the back of the camera. So I'm going to scan the QR code. What I need to do is kind of rotate this away. I'm going to scan that QR code. And there we go. Set up a device. And let's see. And you got to use a 2.4G Wi-Fi to actually connect to this camera. So don't use a 5G Wi-Fi with this camera. So we're going to click on Router is close. And let's see. Connect your device to the power supply. Wait about 15 seconds and until you hear a prompt tone, and we already hold that tone, so we're going to click on I hold the prompt tone, and we need to just enter the Wi-Fi password. So once you connect the Wi-Fi, it's going to ask you, is this device playing a constant clicking sound? And you guys can hear with mine, it's kind of making like a faint little clicking sound. I don't know if you guys can hear it. And we're going to click on yes. And now we're going to have to scan the QR code for the camera, so let me see what I can do here. Let's do this. Okay, so it looks like the camera is starting to make a few noises now. I did hear a ding dong, so I'm gonna click on hold ding dong. And now it's saying connecting to router, so it looks like it connected successfully. And you can go in and actually name this camera to whatever you want to name it. So in my case, we're just gonna call it the living room since we're just doing a test. And what we're going to do is basically just take a look at how this camera looks like, how it performs and functions. So let me open up the camera. And you guys can see this is how the camera looks like right now. And it doesn't look that bad at all. And do keep in mind, this camera is 1080p. So this is a 1080p resolution camera. It has all the different features that a lot of security cameras has, but we're going to test them all out and see how it actually performs. So right now we have the camera pointed at me right now. And it's not too bad. The quality is actually pretty good. The colors are very vivid. The saturation is really high with this camera. And you guys can see it gives you a timestamp and also the date of the actual recording that this camera is taking place. So let's take a look at the pan and tilt functionality. So if I wanted to, I can go up and you guys will see, wow, that camera just shot straight up. Wow. And if I wanted to, I can go all the way back down to the floor. So now it's basically showing the floor right here. And the camera itself isn't really delayed at all. It's not delayed. It's really, on point, and it's very sensitive. So you kind of have to like be careful when you kind of tilt. We're going to rotate this way. And you guys can see now the camera is rotating. And now we're going to rotate this way. And you guys will see the camera basically rotated 360 degrees. So yeah, it's effective. You know, it's a 360-degree camera. The antenna does sometimes gets in the way, but obviously you can kind of, you know, move the antenna around if you need to. But yeah, it's not bad. You know, the antenna obviously allows for the signal to be more stabilized and doesn't really have dropouts. So that's why the antenna is there. But I like how you can actually go in and rotate it. But let's take a look at the settings before we get carried away. So you can go in and look at device information, sleep mode. You can even change your sleep mode schedule with this camera. Motion alert, so if you want that on, you can turn it on, or you can turn on human alert only. So if you want to only get human alerts to your phone, you can turn that on. You can also increase your speaker volume. So I'm going to actually increase mine all the way up, so when we do a test, you guys can hear the audio loud and clear. Lab features, I'm not exactly sure, so it looks like no new features are available. You can change the time zone, or even go in and actually select your time or sync the time zone with your phone, which is nice. Wi-Fi, device Wi-Fi analysis, so you can see if your Wi-Fi signal is good, and it looks like I have excellent Wi-Fi signal at the moment. And then micro SD card, you can put a micro SD card into this camera like I mentioned. Night vision mode setting, you can do auto, always night, or always day. So if you wanted to, you can actually make sure or set up this camera where night vision is always constantly on, or if you want to, you can make it so it turns on at nighttime. So it's really nice to see. But let's now take a look. Oh, it looks like my audio came on for a second. But let's actually take a look at some of the other features we have available to us. So we can speak to the camera. So if we hold to speak the camera, we should be able to actually talk to whoever was in front of the camera. Hello? Hello? What do you do in my house? You shouldn't be here? You guys can see the audio is not too bad. It's not extremely loud, but it does the job. So that's good to see. And yeah, it's not too bad. And it looks like the camera might not actually be in full HD yet. So it's on auto right now, and it looks like it's not. So we can actually go into standard definition, which I believe is where it was at. And now we can go into HD. So HD is obviously that really high quality, very fluid. You don't see all those, like, you know, pixels and stuff. But yeah, really nice. And obviously you can actually listen to whatever the camera's capturing with the microphone built into it. So let me actually test that out. It's gonna do some audio frequencies. Ooh. I do apologize for that. Hello? You shouldn't be here? But yeah, it's not bad. Let me turn that off, because since I'm really close to the you know, the camera itself, it's gonna make that frequency noise. So I do apologize for that. We can also take pictures with this camera. So right now, let me take a picture of myself. You guys can see it just saved that screenshot to my album, or if I had a micro SD card in or a cloud service, it would actually save to those different media storages. And then we also have record. So if I wanted to, I can click the record button. And right now it's actually capturing whatever the camera's capturing. So it should be capturing my audio. It should also be capturing this video. And then the good thing is I can rotate. So like right now I can rotate the camera and it's going to capture all the movements and all that. So, you know, the camera works perfectly fine. And in order to stop the recording, all I got to do is click on that stop button. And now that recording should be saved to my phone's album, and I can access it at any given time. There was a few more features. So like obviously with the main page, if I had a bunch of more, you know, camera setup, or if I had, you know, I can share the device. I can have Netvue protection, general settings, which we already take a close look at. Motion detection, if I want to, I can turn that on. Change the sensitivity, how long I can have it record for. So for instance, it looks like I can actually not record for, but the motion time is for like when do you want the camera to capture moments where there's motion detection. So, and you can also set up a zone, which is interesting. So if I wanted to, I can actually turn off. So if you live like in a busy area, like where you don't want to actually get motion from the street, you can also detect that and turn that off. So that's actually really nice that you can set up some sort of motion zone. We also have Netvue Protect, and I'm guessing this is like some security subscription. I'm going to go out though, and then obviously show device like I mentioned. But let's reopen up this device, and it looks like you can go in and see all the motion alerts on the notification page. So that's really nice to see. So if you want to see a long list of all your notifications that happen throughout the day, you can do so with the security camera. But yeah, that's basically it. There's only one last thing I am going to test out with this security camera, and that is the infrared night vision, which I'm going to include a clip right here. So currently we are testing out the infrared night vision of the security camera, and overall it's doing a fantastic job. As you guys can see, it's getting a lot of my facial recognition features, so I can use this to easily identify people in the nighttime. And like I mentioned earlier, there is 6 infrared night vision LEDs with the security camera, and that's really helping to enhance and get good quality footage of whatever you're trying to capture in the nighttime. So overall, the night vision is a success, and overall it's doing a fantastic job. But right now what we're going to do is actually move over to the last thoughts and remarks and end off this video. So, one of my final opinions about the Netvue OrbCam Mini indoor security camera. As you guys can see, it did a fantastic job. Has all the different features and capabilities that most security cameras have. The two-way audio, motion detection, night vision, cloud service, micro SD card storage. But with this camera, it is 360 degrees, so that is a little bit different from most cameras on the market. You can do pan and tilt with this camera, rotate 360 degrees, or basically any direction with this camera. And you can also go up and down. And let me just tell you, the amount of area that this camera can actually capture is amazing. It can capture a large area, and it's actually really, it did a fantastic job when I tested it out and tested out all the different features that this camera brought out to the table. But with that being said, we are going to conclude the video right here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this tech reviews and gadgets episode, and if you guys did, make sure you go down below and hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications on to get updates and alerts when we do upload. Have any questions or concerns, leave a comment. Enjoy the video, leave a like, and also share this video out to anybody who may be interested in a security camera. Also, if you're a business or a company wanting to potentially work with me, my business inquiries email is CrewElite@outlook.com. You guys can shoot me a message if you want to potentially work with me, or if you're anybody who needs assistance with this security camera, you guys can do so by reaching me through that business inquiries email. And then lastly, if you guys actually want to check out this product, get more details or specifications about it, that kind of stuff will be down below in the description for those who are interested, alongside with the link to make a purchase if you're interested in buying this Netvue OrbCam Mini security camera. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this tech reviews and gadgets episode. I know I did making it, and I'll see you guys all on the next episode. CrewElite signing off. Thank you guys all for watching, and have a good rest of your day.